check the scoreboard. Red song. Get what you wanna take. Make your snaps count. Get what you wanna take. Don't count the snaps. Take what you're giving till you get what you wanna take. Grind like the red dude, turn that pressure into weight. It doesn't matter how much you're in or out. Don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count. Don't pitch the ball after an incomplete first down. Take what you're giving till you get what you wanna take. Grind like the red dude, turn that pressure into weight. It doesn't matter how much you're in or out. Don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count.
Your snaps count. Yo, E was good.
You had that outfit laid out for tonight, huh?
Ooh, y'all know me. I just got this fresh piece of this hat right. Look, the sticker's still on the bottom. Yeah, it's playoff time, boys. It's playoff time. I had to re-up on some Spurs gear. I had to re-up.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, you might as well take that hat, right? Go in the kitchen. There's something by the side that you put trash in.
Hmm? Well, you already know my plans. I'll let it be known already. Like, this is it. This is it for the Bulls. I'm not going to be a fan of anyone next year. 2027, Seattle franchise.
I'm gonna say one thing. You smarter than the Knicks fans. They should have been gone.
So, Bulls, I've been loyal for too long. Seattle's my new team.
All right.
Yeah, day one.
They're gonna be trash too, but at least you got nothing to look forward to at first, you know. And then you already on there before they build, so nobody could tell you.
They get good, so nobody can say I jumped on the bandwagon. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Short week of games. Where you want to start, E?
You know how we do. We start off with legacy.
All right, let's start off with our legacy games. Goldman Sachs versus. Let's go with their first game of the day. Goldman Sachs versus the Master Chiefs. Goldman Sachs was able to pick up their first win against Master Chiefs 25-20. You've seen the game. Lots of drops by the Master Chiefs, and Goldman Sachs were rolling.
Yeah.
So happy for those guys getting their first win. One thing I'm going to say about Juan is one of the best touch passers, and he has anticipation on his ball. Watching them, they build upon routes, as in or like they. So football's an entire game, and I see them already doing things to build on a game. Like all right, this guy's on a curl, then it's a curl and go. Then you know what I mean? Like it's an out till it's an out and up, and then I see them doing things and adjusting
So you see
routes.
the plays start to develop and things like that.
Yeah, you see it. You see the what's happening developing. Like it's not just everybody just go out there and do anything. There's a lot of cohesiveness in the routes. Like you know what I mean? Like sometimes you see routes and you're like, why would both those guys be there? You don't really see that here.
Not that are probably new here, but I'm pretty sure they played together a lot. Probably grew up together, so they are used to playing with each other. And, you know, that's probably their first formal time, you know, playing in something like this. But it's football at the end of the day. So
yeah, and some of the other guys, you know, we were raving about Nate, but Mitchell was able to get going this game. Had a big TD run. Morad and Jacob, lots of receptions, touchdowns. They've been playing well. They're playing well. My guy Legacy Gronk and Omar. If I forgot anybody, you know. But they doing their thing. Let's see if they can pick up some more wins moving forward. But Master Chiefs, y'all got to get it together. Y'all got to catch the ball. There's some help on the way. But yeah, at the end of the day, you got to catch the ball. They did play well when they went into the hurry up, where there was less thinking. It was just ZQ was just running them up to the line and going and going and going. And they made a run late in this game. Unfortunately for them, Goldman Sachs closed it with an interception. So
sometimes simple is better, man. Like
Yeah. You rave
It's a
about
backyard football. That's it, huh?
You rave about that all the time.
Yeah. Sometimes simple is better, but yeah. But in Goldman Sachs winning this game, they actually had a doubleheader and just ran out of steam against
and they
the new
ran
team,
into
PTP.
PTP.
This is hope, but this is where you talk about that touch and all that stuff. I don't know if it's you have to have that touch due to, and I'm watching tape. I don't know if it's lack of arm strength, anything like that. But my advice would be to back up some more because he had Steve out here looking like
like Von Miller
winning in the running for DPOI of this one game. What he had about 6-7 bat downs this game.
Yeah. But we know what Steve does as giver, so there's no knock on.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But you got to back up
if you can. But I don't know.
A shorter quarterback.
But we also see that the QBs who, and again, I'm just spitballing, the QBs that don't have that arm strength have to be closer to the line. So I'm saying I don't know if it's a matter of the lack of arm strength that had him so close to the line, but he never made that adjustment going against Steve. He never backed up.
I'm sorry, that 2 yards isn't going to make that much difference in there. I never thought that those guys that hugged the line.
Oh, so back up.
Yeah, I'm telling you to back up. We're not telling you to back up 15 yards. We're not, we're saying back up, be out right at the 5. You know what I mean? So that there's some space between you and the giver, so you can throw. And Steve is good at kind of, jumping at the right place or reaching in the right area. But so there's no knock on that. But yeah, I get you. I'm with the backup. Like I never understood why people hug the line.
But talk about the new PTP team. It's a team that was placed together. The hard work of Uzman. Shout out Boss of Hard Films. He wanted to play. Found the guys to play, including his brothers, I should say, and De Palma, Earl, our boy Pat, new guy Isaiah, who was out there making plays.
Yeah, looked pretty good.
Vaughn was looking for another place to play. They picked him up. Steve was looking for another place to play. They picked him up. So, again, the team looks pretty good. I don't know if it was tired Goldman or good, but I'm going to say it's good PTP at the same time. I'm not going to take it.
Was good PTP. We're not going to. But Goldman was tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see, like I said, the games are long. So you could see that it wore on them playing that second game. But PTP look all right, man. PTP look all right. I tried to give. I told those guys, listen, ease into the game. You guys have not been playing. Earl comes out there.
Say that part. And are old.
And you're old.
Yeah.
Earl comes out there. He makes a good play, takes it down, and damn near zapped all his energy for a little while. Like you just can't. And I know he's at home hurting this week. I know it. There were a couple plays where where it's another thing. There were some opportunities that Goldman Sachs missed out on like drop deep touch. It would have been touchdowns, and those you could. When you're tired, you can't allow those plays have to work.
Yeah,
those plays have to work. Why you Jeremy over here talking about why his link don't work no more?
But back to PTP and easing into the game in terms of taking it slow in the recovery and not to make it about it, but we've been going out to Ken's rec run to Floral Park.
Yeah, and I'm hurt.
We went out there last Thursday. When did you start feeling good enough to play yesterday?
I didn't.
I probably started feeling good yesterday in the morning to go back out there.
Give me 2 seconds, Joe.
Thursday night.
Yeah, I didn't feel out to play. I had I don't know if I strained something in my abdomen. I had to buy a brace all the time. Listen, let me tell you something. The amount of braces and support stuff I'm buying nowadays from Amazon is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But we go out there and you got to ease yourself in. You can't think that you can just walk out of bed and just go out there and run with people. You know what I mean? You may have a play, but the moment you do too much. Or run too fast, or accelerate too much, you're gonna hurt something. Something's gonna feel it.
Too fast,
you gotta ease yourself in. Huh?
Too fast for you, not you, but run too fast for you.
For yourself, yeah.
For yourself, yeah.
Yeah, like you gotta ease yourself in. So PTP for you guys who have not been playing, especially Earl, ease yourself into the game. Ease yourself into the game. He basically had to get a mouth-to-mouth resuscitation from Uzman after the run. It was a good run though. I like the jump cut that sprung you for the yards, but and then even Ant took one to the house. I know you had to take off about 10 plays after that.
Probably his last play he played of that game.
Yeah, he the most S turn route running I ever see. Running one little jump cut back inside, sprung him, and then he got into the end zone. But those guys, they look good. They look good for just throwing it together. And like I said, Goldman Sachs may be a little winded, but there's no excuse out there. Guys will be on double headers at some point, and everybody will have to face it. So, all right, let's move on. What was the other game?
Firebirds for the TDs.
Firebirds for the TDs. Good game for. Let's first and foremost the TDs were undermanned. They picked up Lamar, which I think they added him to the roster. He had a good day. You know, like not a super productive day, but if you look at the numbers, I think he had 3 TDs. But one of them was a really low catch he had to make.
The other one was on a pitch, I think. He ended up being the one to score it.
Yeah. So he did his thing. They had Anwar out on defense. You guys gotta QB had to play defense. Yeah. You gotta take advantage of that. They had him at safety one time. They had him playing safety. So that's just you gotta play the game. Play survey something there. Like you gotta figure that out. You gotta see that. I'm sorry. Anwar, you played good defense that day, but every pass would have been coming your way.
You have to be the mark. Like that's just what it is. And him being an honest man that he is, I think he would attack himself.
He would attack
being
himself.
The quarterback, like you have to.
And then on top of that, attacking him, making him play defense, it's going to tire him out. On the other side, maybe you get a couple lazy throws or something like that. But it didn't work. We had a 38-13 win for the TDs. What do you think? What you got to say on the Firebirds, E?
And I'm going to carry it over into D2 also. They got to score. Like 13 points is not going to get it done, and that's always been the knock on the Firebirds / Ravens. Sound like a broken record, but if the defense doesn't do what it's supposed to do, the offense hasn't been over the past year and a half good enough to win shootouts. That's just facts, all right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they don't have the talent to do it. I'm just saying factually.
It hasn't been. We're going on what has happened.
Yeah, the team hasn't been able to score points on a consistent basis, so they have to pack the defense. We know they're going to win based on their defense. And giving up 38, they're not going to score 39, or they haven't shown the ability to score 39. So if they are going to win games, it's going to have to be those low, rugged 20-19, 20-18 style games. But I don't know. They're going to have to pick it up on offense, man. The defense.
As for Omar, I like the running, Omar. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Protect the football. I like the running. He ran for a first down.
We need more points.
Yeah, he ran for a first down in this
one. We need more points, Rob.
No, not a positive. He ran for a first down in this one. Mo gotcha. You owe him a touchdown. Mm-hmm. There was one not too tall for you, Mo. It just slipped right through your hands in the back of the end zone, wide open. Beautiful throw by Omar. You didn't get it. So what it is when your team's not scoring points, when you do have the opportunity to score points, you have to make the play as a receiver. You can't let that pass. You have to make that play. Mm-hmm. He needs you to make those plays to build on that game, and then it starts to feel like, it's no matter what I do here, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But Omar, like I said, the one positive I'm gonna take out of this, that little scrambling, take off. I'd rather you take off than throw one downfield to somebody who's not in coverage or something like that. You protect the football. We've been preaching that a lot this season here with live for the next down and protect the football. So
yeah, for sure.
All right.
let's let it carry us into Firebirds Blitz. And I interviewed purposely the defensive captain, Yobert, because I forgot at halftime. I think they gave up 20. I think it was like 27-6 or something. I can't remember the exact score, but it's something like that. And I was like, what's going on? Did because they played the Florida TDs game right before that. And I said, did that loss like carry over here? He said it definitely did.
I'm sorry. I gotta block somebody in this chat. I gotta boot him. He wrote "Let's go Knicks." I gotta get him out of here.
Oh no, we don't do that.
Yeah, ban them from the channel.
I can't see the comments. So.
Oh yeah, I didn't have. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is who is it? Pat the villain. Yeah, he has to go. We will have none of that talk here on the Red Zone podcast. He will be blocked. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, I was talking to Yobert in the halftime interview. I think they were down 27-6, and I was like, what's going, like, a real talk, like, what's going on? And he said the previous game carried over into this. It spilled into this, and it showed. And that can't happen when you run into a team that's put it all together like Blitz, formerly Henning has.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. We're talking about the next thing. They'll be quiet tomorrow after they lose to the Hawks.
Yeah. Hawks always whooping their ass in the playoffs anyway. Hawks, yeah, let's stick to the subject.
Hawks and 5. Sound like Shannon, right?
Hawks Knicks, and 5. Tricks, some new pair of kicks. Hawks and 5. Rob dripping trash. Y'all wish they made Knicks stuff like this. Y'all wish. Y'all probably already threw out all y'all Knicks stuff over the years because you don't got no time to wear it. Y'all haven't been anywhere. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna keep it football. Football.
Talk about how Blitz, formerly anything, has put it together now. Because I think 3 games. I want to say 3 blowout wins.
Yeah, this team has continued on from the end, how they ended the fall.
Mm-hmm.
When they came in, as you know, Blitz, the rules are a little bit different in Blitz League. So a lot of the players, there's a lot of little things that you can do here that you can't do there. Field's a little wider. Defense is tougher. They had to figure it out. And it looks like they have figured it out. Like, that's all it was. And they figured it out since the playoffs of last year because they played an impeccable playoff game. They just happened to get stopped by, I guess, the better team at the time. Who was it? The Sleepers with Marvin German, those guys, and, Ryan playing impeccable. And now they figured it out. They know what they're doing. They came in this season early, and they started their run earlier. They got on a run late last season. This time they're starting it from the beginning. They're going to be a tough team to beat.
And I want to say something as I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit. I'm not going to say anything. The team is built properly, guys. I know you think, this team has a lot. They don't have any of the 1s and 2s. So therefore, you're allowed to have more 3s. It does. We do allow the trickle down. Because a lot of people, this guy's a what? What does this guy rank? And I get a lot of texts about this team.
We're on top of all that stuff, guys.
Built properly. Their highest rated players are 3s.
You have a question in the chat from Nick. When was the last time the Bulls made the playoffs?
Nick must not have been watching.
Yeah, he is already.
This is my last time repping the team. I've officially joined the new Seattle franchise, so I will not be rooting for anybody in 2026, 2027, and when the Seattle franchise starts, that will be my new team. I'm done with the Bulls. I just did this because he wore the Spurs hat.
Yeah.
There
you go. All right. And as we speak about that, it's time for a segment, our time management drive of the week.
Guys, what's up? This is Yash from Rex Watches. We sell high-end watches in the Midtown New York. Got a big social media following as well. Rex Watches LLC, and this is the time management part of the week.
This is Blitz right before the half with 1 minute left on the clock. Terrell would have passed the Matt. Now, this was a slightly overthrown, but that was the right opportunity. But clock stops. Didn't get too greedy.
Look at everybody over there. Look at that. Look at Dan right behind. Timeout.
Call the timeout. Darren catching out of bounds. Try to get Big Drew to TD there. Didn't work. And he goes down. Owen, toe, touchdown.
Look at that ref right on it. See that? That's perfect ref positioning.
To get that score right before halftime. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Even the incomplete passers were good looks where he didn't put the ball in harm's way. Only his guy would have got it or nobody's getting it. So, shout out to those guys. Another win in the, what are they, 3-0?
They are.
3-0, looking like a juggernaut. I can lend you a Starks jersey, E. All right. Now we're gonna move on to where you want to go, E?
Let's go to Strikers Daddy Daycare. Since Pat is so active in the chat, I want to ask him what happened to his team on Saturday.
They lost.
Yeah.
They lost. I seen a little laziness.
First play of the game, and don't get it twisted. Bucker's fast, but that was
first
just
play of the game. No, you guys got to get that. And Merce, why are you still chasing him? You knew you wasn't catching that man. all you doing is making yourself tired for the next play. I'm gonna let y'all know straight up. Somebody got me by 5 yards. You got it. He had him by 5 yards. Bucker's jogging and Mercer's still
jogging, looking back at him.
I would have been stopped. I'd have stopped at midfield.
You really still chasing me? That's what it looked like.
Like, come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah.
It's one. You know what it is? It's like in the NFL when those guys run they know they're not gonna catch them, but they trying to get. You're not getting extra snaps, man. This is your team. You
gotta put it on tape. Anyway. Yeah, you gotta put that out there on tape. I'm the one hustling, so you go back to your team and say, hey.
The coach ain't gonna give you extra. You don't get no extra minutes. It's your team.
But you could point that out to the team. Why am I the only one that's hustling? You know?
You could. And they're gonna be like,
it's fall on deaf ears, but it's gonna fall on deaf ears, but at least you could say it.
Yeah.
All right.
Strikers, another undefeated team.
Yeah, but they won. So, and I'm not gonna sit here and ever bash the team for winning, but drop TDs, they got to catch the rock.
Oh, Altaf. Altaf.
Yeah.
You can't drop that one.
Those two.
You can't drop that one.
It was two.
It was two. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Two on flop down. One that would have been a deep bomb, then one by the goal line.
Speaking of drops, also, I think I missed the opportunity to talk about it in the Goldman Sachs game. There was a 1 yard TD dropped, a little quick out. You guys can't drop that. Anyway.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So those opportunities, you can't miss those, especially on a doubleheader. Strikers looking good. They could have looked better if Altaf catches those 2 touchdowns. This game could have been a little bit, 33-20. That's still a good W. But this could have been worse if everything was caught that was supposed to be caught. Like I said, Yusuf's been looking good all season long, surveying the field.
Looks comfortable. He looks comfortable.
Yeah. He's looking real good in
That's the word.
Daddy Daycare.
They were, again, I don't like to use that because you players in front of you. But they didn't have their guys, but shout out to Adam and Marv, whose teams didn't play that week, buys or for whatever reason. Their teams had the week off. But without rosters being locked, you are allowed to join another team as long as you do fit the parameters, which they did for Daddy Daycare. So they did show up. I think Marv scored a TD for them. I think so.
TD and he had a pick.
And a pick, yeah.
Yeah, he had a pick. So, yeah, Daddy Daycare, they got to field their guys. And You guys gotta. I don't know. It's like, you know, Daddy Daycare. The team is named that for a reason, and the urgency isn't there yet. The urgency isn't there yet. It's a little laxed. Who's you also? I know you a little banged up.
I need a little something, a little
Oh
escape.
yeah,
a little.
Yeah, you got
a lot of guys in the running for that shooting up to the top of Defensive Player of the Year off of week 3. Chipmunk, I think he had 4 sacks.
Yeah, you gotta. We need a sidestep when they're rushing you.
Yeah,
just a little pump and step to the side. You were not elusive at all in this game. But Hoos is dealing with some injuries, so we need I got some stuff to send him to try to get him right. Hoos, they're gonna need you. You threw a dime in this one to I think it was to Marv. That was the play to Marv over the top, over the defender, and dropped it in the back. So you're capable. We just need, you know what you need to do? You also need to back up.
Yeah.
Which will give you more time before the giver gets there if you're not going to be elusive.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So just drop back a little bit, and you know, go out there and listen, guys, have fun. Go out there, let it go. Stop pressing. Just play. It'll fix itself. You guys are veterans. Y'all know what y'all doing.
The problem when you start off 0-2, 0-3, you start to think like, will we ever get one? You know?
Yeah, but you out here to you playing.
No, I get it. You're out here to play and have fun, but I'm just talking about you want to get that one to like we can do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And starting to go off 0-3, that's a rough start. But they have the guys that's capable. So
absolutely.
Does it get any easier this week against the?
Hopefully, some help should be coming back this week. So, somebody that was on the team, I think, was.
Oh, okay, yes.
So some help should be coming back. So they should be looking much better this week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into this week's game
next week
after. Yeah. And we'll go into where you want to go here.
We're in D3, so Mean Machine lights out.
Mean Machine lights out.
You talk, you listen, play probably the cleanest game I've ever seen them play. This is Umair.
Oh, Umair.
Yeah.
Umair was outstanding in this game. And I'm not even gonna waste any time. And then we'll talk about the game after. Umair played an outstanding game. And what other way to let you know that you played an outstanding game than, you know.
Hey guys, Kazi here with IDEA AEC. We are an interdisciplinary mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire protection engineering firm. We are a sponsor and partner of Red Zone Flag Football. Engineering is just like football. It requires teamwork, coordination, and leadership. Quarterbacks are the lead engineers on the team that makes the team go. There are many great quarterbacks in our league. This is a quarterback that engineered their team to victory.
We can start here with Umair. Pass to Connor. Second or third play of the game. Dime to Aziz. Touchdown in stride. He comes back here for the extra point. 3 different receivers. Pass to Jeremy. 4 different receivers. Back to his main man, Aziz. Touchdown to Connor. And if you can see, Aziz was open also. Extra point, Jeremy. Who was that? Connor. Pitch to Rzff for a touchdown. Back to Jeremy. Don't think he's done. dime to Connor down the sideline.
Number 3.
There it is, Horace. In the window. He's not done yet. Pass to Asano. It's receiver number 6. Pass to Ahmed. 7 receivers. Back to his main man. Harris for a touchdown. Now this is just, he's out there playing pitch and catch, man. Took care of football, and that was the major knock. And there he goes, another dime. Boom.
Even that one.
Even that one, his receiver wasn't looking, and what he did, hit him in the hips. On the money. Connor, and then Connor with the little shake, that ends up a touchdown. Now, from that, you see why he was the engineered player of the week.
Well deserved.
And that's how you're supposed to play. And we spoke, I'm not gonna say harshly, but we critiqued him the week before. And he came out here and did exactly what he was supposed to do.
But you also like whenever guys do watch this, and because he was the post-game interview, and he said, you were right.
Yeah.
In so many words, he said, you were right. He said, that's what I have to clean up on. Like, the team is good. The defense is great. They held him to 7 points. Lights out was without Rowe. I think.
Okay. Before we get into this, let me say something.
He threw a good game.
The video didn't do Alex justice.
Alex justice, yes.
When I watched the video back. Watching it live, Alex threw a good game.
Yes.
The video did not do it any justice. It'd make it seem like he didn't throw a good game. But if you were there watching that game, Alex threw a great game.
A couple of deep bombs. The receivers didn't just
turn in like they couldn't track it the right way, turn the wrong way. Like, he played a good game. The numbers may not say so, the result may not say so, but he played good.
And it's hard for us to come on. Some people didn't watch the game. They're gonna see 39-7. Like, what are these guys talking about? You know, you lost by 4 TDs or whatever it is. Like, there's no way he played a good game, but he threw the ball well.
Basically,
put it that way. He threw the ball well. But again, it came down to the receivers not tracking the ball, not catching it, not catching up to it, things like that. So again, probably doesn't make a difference in win-loss, but you make a couple of those plays.
He didn't play bad. He did not play bad. That's I'm gonna say that, because when he did play bad, I killed him. So I'm gonna give him that respect here. He did not play bad. So all right. Where we at? And what we got next?
I'm trying to see if that's EP.3.
Might have been, because sleepers were out, and Thunder. Sleepers, the U, Thunder, Caliph, all off.
Caliph were all out, so that's it.
So that's it. All right, now we're gonna move in
D2
to D2.
Do you want to start with Browns ball up top or Lions vice? Neither one really needs that much time.
No, it doesn't. Both games were a little similar. Let's go to
Lions vice.
Yeah. Shane played great. Shane and those boys played good.
They did.
They had this game in hand to the point where they tried some
trickery playing that. Yeah. It never felt like the game was ever in doubt. And if there was ever a time when you thought the Lions got to stop and we're going to get momentum, that quickly went away with, I forgot what the score was. I don't know if it was 14-zip, 14, whatever it was. And then the cello drop that turned into an Ali pick 6, and that kind of just, you knew the game was over after that.
So let me first. I'm start at the beginning of this game. If you get a turnover from that close, you got to score.
First
You
play
got
the
to
game.
score. First play of
First
the
play
game
the
is
game.
a tipped pick.
A tip pick. So we're starting at the 5. Shane, just trying to get into a rhythm. Little dump down to Rzff, bounced off his hands or whatever. Intercepted by Rome. So let's say the Lions have the ball at the 12.
12, 10, somewhere in that area. 15, whatever it is.
It wasn't even that far. It was about the
Yeah,
12, something like that.
12, 10. Let's say that. You
Mm-hmm.
have to score.
You have to score.
You got to punch that in. That changes the game a lot at that point, especially hindsight. We know how the game went. You score there.
Put a little pressure on Vice.
Put a little pressure on Vice to have to do something. Yeah. And that's the tail of the game. To be honest with you, they just couldn't get it going. Yeah. And granted, Vice is a good team, good defensive team. They're
a very good team.
They got stars. They got they got Shane. They got receivers across the board that are superstars. So it's not but you got to score there.
When you get gifted an opportunity like that, you have to capitalize.
Yes.
That's what we said.
You got to capitalize.
You have to capitalize on it.
So, there's not much to say about this game.
But I know he's in it. Shout out to, and I like whenever guys enjoy playing so much that they do want to play on other teams. The Lions were without Guy, who's a 2. Yeah. So Nick stepped in and played with the Lions for this weekend. Made some plays. He had when Shane did the trickery, the behind the back extra point, Nick picked it off, took it for 2 points. Mm-hmm. Then he had another amazing catch. Sorry, Rzff. You keep being on these highlights. Sorry about that. And the crazy thing about it is that was the last play before the 2-minute mercy.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Rules are rules, we have to let it play. It just worked out that the deep bomb happened right whenever we hit the 2-minute mercy. So again, we apologize for that use. But yeah,
not much to say about this game.
I don't know if Vice is happy with the way that they played this game.
You know what?
I don't even think Vice is happy with the way you take the win, because especially coming into this 0-2, you'll take a win, but I don't think they're even happy with the way they played this game. So yeah, you take the
Lions, win. Lions. Y'all need all y'all guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
And the familiar guys, and I got to figure it out. That's it. That's all I can say about it, right?
It's simple.
All right, let's move on to Browns ball up top.
This was another game of similar to if we thought Steve looked a certain way as giver, and legacy. Chris Kane, I'll call him Kane because they have a couple of Chris's on the team. How many bat downs did he have on our own? 6?
A million.
6, 7. So let's back up.
Givers can change a game.
Yeah.
And once you realize you don't have a weak arm.
Back up.
You can throw that thing. Back up.
Back up. Yeah.
Back up. That's it. Like there's nothing else you could do with a tall giver. Back up and take whatever you can get there, and then you got to drive now. It's not going to be easy to just throw over the middle, right over the middle. Back up and take what you can get and go downfield. And you're one of the QBs that go through progressions and all that stuff. So that's just a learning experience when you have a tall giver. Back up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess everything always comes back again in our podcast, where you end up talking about the same thing multiple times.
Yeah, but it looked similar. It was the same kind of, same kind of plays in which those things are drive killers. Because it's for the offense, it's wasted downs, like literally wasted downs. So just back up. That's all I can tell you. Not a QB. Huh?
What are your thoughts on the Browns?
She was doing what he do. finding open guy. the drive starters. I don't want to. I like how he. Again, we talk about wasted downs. That's something that he doesn't do on first and second down, and it's always to set up something in the future, if you know what I mean. So watch the film, and then he spread the ball around. I know Ken got going, Kane got some touches. The other Chris caught a TD up the side, wide open, based on blown coverage. But that stuff that happens because of the other things.
Yeah.
The quick leads to what's your line? Take what?
Take what's given till you get what you want to take. And they've been taking and getting.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much what I see when I watch this team. Because you kind of have an idea of how drives are going to start. Right? When it comes to this team.
Yeah.
Certain teams have certain plays that these are drive starters. Let's get something positive going. If you watch the Browns, you get where I'm going with it. I'm not here to.
We're not giving out too much game.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
But that also sets up that because not only does he do that, he does it 1-2 times and he calls the guy out. You heads too far or drop down to cover that, something else is open. So he's been doing it for years. So that's why he is considered one of the GOATs, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. One of the GOATs. And this team is stacked. So
yeah, the Browns are doing. This is what the Browns do. So winning franchise, right? All right. As we talk about those Browns, let's flip it completely over and talk about the other Browns who have suffered their first loss of the season.
Now, I don't remember if it was you or Kenny last week who said that, like a loss. I don't know if we were talking about a shellac. It's good.
But you don't know if this type of shellacking is
that's my point. That's what I said. I said, I don't know if I like getting blown out or anything like that. But what does a loss like this do for you?
You can't. Okay. So not to bring. So it's like the Ville in the winter.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do when they faced adversity, right? Because they didn't lose. They haven't faced it.
Never had to face it. Yeah,
and that's a true thing. Like, not, and they have been winning close games. They've been closing games.
The Browns have, but this is one. You pretty much you can't fall behind every game and expect to come back because that's what they did.
Especially against the bomb squad.
Yes, yeah, that's what it is. You can't fall behind here and just think we did it week 1 and 2. We can just turn up and it's going to be the same results because their 2 wins were nail biters against the Falcons and, of course, 2 weeks ago with the Fabby play against Ball Up Top. So you're not always going to have that opportunity. Yes, time-wise, you have an opportunity here, but if the other team is scoring,
the time don't matter at that point.
We only provide the time for you, you know. So you have the time to make the comeback, but your defense has to make a stop. Your offense has to make plays.
So this is a combination of both. That the Browns need to start faster.
I'm sure they would say that.
That is what it is. You can't. Early game offense needs to get going.
Yeah.
They seem that they have been able to figure it out late, except for this game where this team didn't allow you to figure it out late. But they got out so far ahead that you couldn't chase them down, and that's just basically what happened here. And also
don't. And I'm not coaching up anybody. This guy's been throwing longer than I probably bought. But don't go away from what was working. What I mean by that is there were some new guys here that was trying to get the ball to, and I think in doing that, you have to set. How many catches did Roach have? 1? It was 1, right?
Check the stats.
But he definitely didn't jump off the screen like he did the previous weeks. It may have been max 2 catches, maybe. And trying to implement the new guy, Rolly, who we've heard great things about. I don't know we're going to see more. Hopefully, we see more of them. DJ.
Yeah.
Had a rough game, and I'm pretty sure he'll say it from his standards. And we got kind of conversations with him. I know he didn't play his best game. Had a couple drops that are uncharacteristic, but you can't have those mistakes against the bomb squad. And this is a bomb squad team that are missing. We're missing 3 of their main guys.
Or it's at this rate, if you look at the team, everybody can be a main guy.
But you get what I'm saying. But it's I don't want to call
them. They're missing. They were missing superstars.
Yeah,
they're missing 3 superstars.
3 superstars. Mm-hmm.
They only get better. That's what I'm saying. But Browns have to start faster. Bomb squad just got to do what y'all doing. Like y'all already rolling. Roach was on lock by Will.
That could be the case. Yeah,
that could be it.
I don't agree with you a lot, but yeah.
But just in general, it's not just this game. The Browns. Early game offense has to be better. They have to put up points earlier. They have to start to get rolling earlier. And that's the only knock we have for them this season.
You're not going to be able
They can close. So now imagine if you keep it close enough, you already know you can close the game, but you can't be behind that far. You won't be able to catch up. So,
and I think it was 2 pick sixes from Bomb Squad. So defense is clicking like that, along with the offense.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be a tough team to beat.
Definitely gonna be a tough team to beat. But it's your first loss. You're gonna go back to the drawing board here and see what you could do better. And like we already gave you one thing you got to do better, which is start. You can't start slow.
Yeah.
Against these high-powered offenses, gotta get rolling early. All right. And we could move on to
the final game.
Falcons ball up top. The score fest that this was.
Yeah.
Notable people missing. Ned was out. Chris was out. But new guy, what was his name? AJ. Star already.
Yeah.
Already. Paid his dues right away. Early and often. Ramsey doing Ramsey things, looking the guys this way, throwing it the other way, to the point where his receivers didn't know who was getting the ball until they got it.
And ironically enough, in a game that ends 47-41, the key play was a defensive play, an 8 pick six that kind of
pick six, yeah,
put the Falcons up by 2 scores, and then I think Ball Top came back and scored again later, but that pretty much
was it there. That kind of was the game sealing play. I'm not really concerned about Ball Up Top. I don't know if you are. They're no matter what they have out there, they're always gonna score. So now defense might have needed to be a little better here. Falcon, let me tell you, the Falcons might be the most entertaining team to watch right now.
I think they are.
They have brought in some offense, and they said they were gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know if it really works anymore. Like I said, because people used to do it back in the day, but they brought in some stuff, and they're running their own.
And it's different variations of that kind of play. They'll start off with it, the generic version of it. Then they add a little wrinkle to it.
And no matter what they did, it worked.
It worked.
Nick is scrambling, wheeling, and dealing. He's throwing dots on the run. He's throwing across his body on the money to a receiver crossing like.
But the scramble is not even. It's not. I'm going to run on 4. Like I know I'm faster than it's trying to. It's trying to extend the play to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And this is.
And Hashi was and listen, Tashi was the giver. So this ain't no. Hold on. I'm sorry. My bad.
Take one hand. Come on. Hashi Tashi. One more time. Hashi Tashi. There you go.
He was the giver, so there was no slouch giver. Mm-hmm. Like he's playing against one of the best givers there who holds people down, and He's tall. Hashi's tall. He got those long strides where he can catch up to people, but didn't matter here. Nick was able to do his thing anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how much more weeks we can go apologizing to the man because we just ain't know.
Yeah.
We just ain't know. They ran.
I think they are off this week, but next week when they're back, I think the guy that they've been talking about,
the Bomb Squad,
and Smollett, hopefully he's back.
Hopefully he's back. Yeah, they want their full team out there. They said they haven't had their full team out there, but the guys they have out there starting to produce. It took them a week. To me, it took them a week, like to kind of adjust.
Well, Jacob hit the ground running. Nate.
Yeah. Oh well, Jake. Yeah. Well, Jacob played in Blitz. So it's a little different.
Nate again after
Nate's
a couple
like Nate.
seasons, which kind of forced his tier to go down a little bit. And I had a good talk with him on Sunday at Blitz. Me, him, and Jacob, we sat and talked for about 25, 30 minutes. It was a good talk. But he understood.
Yeah.
Why he
and
did
Josh is playing. Josh is playing well. Yeah.
Then they had another guy, I think this was his first. He wore number 8. I don't know his name. I don't want to butcher, but he also played well. But underrated, their giver, again, another guy, don't know his name. And this is the bad.
I can't think of it right now, but we'll remember everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him his due.
Yeah.
Nick, you on here? What's his name?
Yeah, but they dangerous team. But like I said, just a shootout here. It's gonna be interesting. I am interested in seeing the full ball up top now too.
Ned and AJ.
Ned, AJ, and Chris.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this division is gonna get crazy.
It's already been great.
All right, good. Jason. Yeah, Jason. Elite giver already.
Is that Jason he's talking about or number 8?
Yeah.
There were 2 new guys. So Jason is the giver.
The giver's name's Jason.
Okay.
Nick? Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that's what he's saying. But yeah. Elite already. Mm-hmm. He showed it last week in playing against one of the most shifty guys as QB.
Yeah, we'll see, yeah.
So, all right. I think we're
number 8 is Christian. Okay.
Okay.
You got to start learning everybody's name. Yeah.
All right, we won't forget that though. That's
no. That's fine. Yeah.
Jason. New guys, we gotta learn them. All right, I'm gonna move to next week's games, and if I have my cell phone with me,
I have it. Kenny's picks.
You want it?
I have Kenny's picks. I have it.
All right, we're gonna see what Kenny's talking about. Falcons, LI Vice, and Ford TDs are off this week.
So where do you wanna start? And I'll tell you what Kenny picked.
All right. Let's go. Let's start with D1. Browns Gators.
He has the Browns winning. He didn't give a score, but he has the Browns winning.
Ball up top, Bomb Squad also for D1.
He has Bomb Squad winning. Oh, he went in the order, so he just went based on the schedule. So keep it that way.
Okay, so Jets Gators.
No. Keep it the way we have it on the schedule. Yeah, he has Blitz defeating the sleepers.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Jets Gators.
He has the Jets winning, so he has the Gators going 0-2 tomorrow.
Wow. Mean Machine Caliphs.
Hold on, I'm not going to close it. Yeah. Sleepers defeating the Blitz defeating his team, the Sleepers. So Good on you, Kenny. Good job. Mean Machine versus Caliphs. He has Mean Machine winning.
Kenny might not be on the team anymore. Browns Goldman Sachs.
He has Browns Legacy. He has them winning.
Thunder Strikers.
He has the Strikers remaining undefeated, defeating the Thunder.
Lions Ball up top.
He has Ball up top winning. Bouncing back.
Lunatics.
He has the Browns winning.
Firebirds PTP.
PTP defeating the Firebirds.
What? So I picking PTP already? Lights out the U.
He has the U defeating Lights Out.
Master Chiefs PTP.
I don't know if this is smart or what. He has PTP, but the old guy is winning it back to back
in a doubleheader.
Yeah.
All right. And Firebirds Daddy Daycare.
He has Daddy Daycare getting their first win of the
First
season.
win against the Fibers. Okay.
As a recap, Browns Bomb Squad Blitz, Jets Mean Machine Browns, Strikers Ball Up Top Browns, PTP the U, PTP Daddy Daycare.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he picked against his own sleepers, which he does for time. He picks against his teams.
He does. He's honest in his thoughts. All right, Kenny. All right. So, let's. You know what time it is, E?
Yeah.
It's time for the top 10.
Welcome to the Red Zone Spring 2026 Top 10, brought to you by IDEA, AEC, Petals and Stems Floral Studio, Rex Watches, and Cactus Sportswear. Did you make the top 10?
Coming in at number 10.
We talked about it.
We got Antipalm up. Little stud up here. Little jump cut. Touchdown. Number 9.
This is that first play of the game we talked about. Looking like you're really chasing him.
Yeah,
you're really chasing him. Yeah.
Mercer's just trying to get loose. Number 8.
On backpedal on it. Even.
8. Touchdown. Way to hold on to that even with him getting there late. Nate trying to get back to a 2.
On his way.
Number 7. DJ with the toe drag swag on the sideline for Mongo.
That we talked about.
And he is gone.
You catching up to him?
No. I wouldn't even have changed. Number 5. Nick across the body to Yasir. Ooh, with the cut. Boom, with another cut. And he is gone. This is starting to look competitive.
This was one I got 13.
Number 4.
You sort of said it earlier.
Dime on the sideline. What a catch by Owen. Touchdown from Terrell of Blitz. Number 3. When he's not playing QB. And he comes down with that.
Look at Yusuf. Like, how do you catch that? How do you catch that?
Number 2.
Look at the score at this time. That's why he made it. Nate
with the pick 6. And he is gone with the cut. Oh, boy. Carlos, what are you doing? And mind you, the people chasing him are fast. They just fast. So you got to understand how these guys move. I kind of put it away there. And the number 1 play, you heard us talk about it, the staples in this offense. This is Yasir throwing it. To Jacob, touchdown. After triple handoffs. Shit, like, what are you doing? And I played it well.
Yeah.
And that is our top 10. Yeah, and that is the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm echoing on your screen.
No, you good.
Yeah. All right. E, we are at exactly 1 hour.
Great job. And I know we started this one a little bit late. We wanted to get it done for you guys, and we wanted to get it done pretty quick because it is, as you said, an hour in, and we're at about 10:17. We do have to get up there early. I know we say every week we have to be there early, but we really have to be there early.
This week we definitely have to be there a little extra early. Also, a couple things I want to cover, guys. Watch out with the rough plays. Pushing the extra, like some of the pushing after some of the tackling. Some of it. Some people aren't doing it purposefully, but some of the plays we've seen, I know you guys come from other places. Just, protect each other out there like we want. Everybody wants to go home good. We don't have none of that. You know what I mean? Other than that, anything else I'm missing? E? Did I miss?
No.
Yeah. So, E, final words.
No.
Wait. I'm sorry. I did miss something. Register, guys. If you haven't registered, I transfer anybody who. I'm going to go back on there and transfer anybody who hasn't registered. Juan, I did get your message. I'm sorry. I got caught up with some stuff. I will be sending you the link again. And also on field, I can probably have you guys register if you haven't, but please try to register so I can transfer you over. After this week, what are we in? We're going into week 4. Mm-hmm. Within these next 2 weeks here, rosters will be locking. The stats site will be getting updated where all the stats will be on there. I don't do it early because people move around and it creates a lot of extra work to put it in.
We do have all of the stats. Yeah. All games have been watched, stats.
Yeah, we have all the stats.
We know who has.
So now, if you played for a team and then you move to another team, until I update the stats, you will be on the team that you originally played for. You are fine. You are on there. You'll be on the team that you originally played for, because if I move you now, I got to move you back and then move you back to the team when I put the stats in. I don't got time with all that.
I got something. This will be a week, as everyone who's looking at the screen can see. There are 2:30 games, so we have to be on time tomorrow. So therefore, we are implementing the.
We're going to be a little strict on our timing. Yeah,
we have to.
Half times won't be long.
We understand. We know life happens. Getting up to be there at 8:30 sometimes is rough, but
if you got an 8:30 game and you got to stretch, be there at 8:15. We're trying to start at 8:30. We're trying
at 8:30.
Trying to keep everything.
That's close.
Trying to keep everything on time.
But it all starts with that 8:30 game. It starts with that. Normally, guys are walking onto the field, getting out of their cars at 8:30. Like, we're there. The refs are there. We have to start the game.
Yeah, it's a late day.
It's a late day.
Other than that, we good. Hold on, let me play the theme music here. Let me get our music out here. Yeah. So just for the record, right? The first couple weeks of the podcast, the reason we don't have any guests is because we have a lot to do. So we don't have the time isn't there. So once all these rosters locked, these jerseys in, all that stuff, there will be guests moving forward.
Yeah.
Probably every week. So Germ, my bad. I got you. You'll get the link. Germ just jumps in whenever he wants to, and that's our guy. But good luck to everybody this week. Peace out.
It doesn't matter how much you're in the aisle, don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count. Take what you're given till you get what you want to take. Climb like the bread to turn that pressure into weight. It doesn't matter how much you're in the aisle, don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count. Get what you want to take. Make your snaps count. Get what you want to take.